pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you everyone for coming. Roll call. Diane.
Douglas?
Here.
Mr. Irwin?
Here.
Mr. Langley?
Here.
Mr. McDonald?
Here. Diane, our town clerk, is here. Mike Farrell is here. Courtney was here. He's probably just talking outside. Bob is here. Dave is here. Our Dawson Croucher, our code officer, and our highway superintendent, Mike and Barber, our two secretaries to the board, and Jim, our judge. John Ryan, our Gazette. Okay, so I need a motion and a second to approve the minutes of our meeting of October 29th, 2018. Lenny made the motion. Second. Second by Jim Douglas. Any discussion about it? All look good as normal. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All four ayes. We're right on to the special meeting of November 5th, 2018. I need a motion and a second for that special board meeting. Baker. I'll make that motion. Second. Mel made the motion, Jim made the second. Any discussion about that? If not, all in favor? Aye. And one more. The public hearing of November 7th that we just had. I need a motion and a second to approve that one.
I'll make it.
Jim. I'll second this made a motion, Mel second. Any discussion about that? If not, all in favor? Aye. All four ayes again. Okay, moving right along. Number 5, I need a motion for discussion to accept all departments, water, sewer, Valcor, highway, town clerk, dog control officer, youth department, code zoning, supervisor report, court, website, JCO, and banking report. Jim Langley made the motion. Second. Second by Mel. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Community input.
Forgot to sign up.
John forgot to sign up. Oh boy.
You're too late.
John.
This probably doesn't have anything to do with the town, but I noticed the big puddle over at Stewart's. Are we going to have anything to do?
No.
Not our problem at all.
Not ours. And I did talk to them just before I came in here because I got a drink like I always do. And they keep telling, the corporate keeps telling them that they're going to fix it soon. And like they said, they don't know. It's got to come from corporate.
How come they never had that before?
I think the pipe, and I mean, I could be wrong, but I think the pipe finally collapsed. That was having problems for years. I mean, that would be my determination. Because it wasn't frozen, obviously, before it stopped raining.
Okay, Main Street, do we have any more news on that project?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Not a thing. Not if we got an extension, not if it's a done deal, and not a thing.
We don't know if it's been extended or anything.
No.
And Washington Street, has there been a meeting with Mr. Sawyer yet to discuss the issues over there?
Yep, Mike had a
I
meeting
met with him
Monday.
Monday. Obviously, it wasn't a great meeting. As of this point, I will not set that road.
Which means that the person having the house built there will not be able to get a certificate of occupancy, I understand. Is that correct?
That's Bob's.
The agreement that was made when that building permit was issued was that no C of O would be granted until such time that the road was accepted and dedicated to the town.
Okay. The way I understand it, we want a 20-foot road with 2-foot plus 2-foot shoulders in each side, right?
Paved shoulders, John.
Paved shoulders, right?
And 5-foot sidewalk.
And a 5-foot sidewalk, right? And the reason we want a 20-foot road is, plus the shoulders is?
The paved shoulders? Just
Yes.
so they don't get dug up with the plows. When we repaved the previous Washington, We overlaid what was there, and we got a lot of complaints. And actually got a heated argument with one resident that they wanted to pave shoulders. The gravel and material would have been there and it would have been paved that way originally, and that's the way we would have did it. So I talked to Bob and we're kind of going that way. And actually, if you go down the Liberty Road, the road that we just built, that's 24 foot. So that's the way I think it's the best way to go. It's not much of an expense to do it. No.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? No, we move on for community inputs. We move on to resolution, we've got a lot of resolutions tonight. Resolution discussion to accept the preliminary budget as the 2019 final budget. Need a motion and a second, then we can have discussion if needed.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Bill made a motion, Jim Langley second motion. Any discussion? Let me tell you, for the last 3 months, we all worked good on it. Every department head was here. We worked to make it feasible and make the tax base as low as we could. And we came up with a great budget. I want to thank everyone and all the department heads and everyone else. Thank you. Any other discussion? If not, roll, or resolution, then we'll do it.
A resolution to adopt the Town of Peru 2019 final budget, whereas the tentative budget for the year 2018 has been duly presented to the town board by the budget officer, and a duly publicized hearing was held on the 7th day of November 2018 at 7 p.m. on the preliminary budget prepared by the town board, and whereas all persons desiring to be heard were heard, now therefore be it resolved that pursuant to section 109 of the town law of the state of New York, the town board of the town of Peru hereby adopts the preliminary budget as the final budget for the town of Peru for the year 2019.
Any other discussion?
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Langley?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Okay, 4-0, it carries. Okay, number 8, resolution discussion again, to accept the bid from Carmody Ford INC for water sewer truck. Need a motion, second for that, then discussion, and then resolution.
I'll make the motion.
Douglas?
A second.
Jim Langley? Any discussion? That
Trade-in go with it?
No.
Nothing. Sold out.
any other discussion?
Seems like a pretty good price for
Real good price. Real good price.
This one's an extended cab.
Really? Very nice.
Resolution.
A resolution of awarding of New York State mini bid 181000086 to Carmody Ford Incorporated, whereas the town board has received certain bids in response to its request for same in connection with the New York State contract price mini bid process for the purchase of a 4-door crew cab, 4-wheel drive pickup truck for use by the town water/sewer department. And whereas the town board, in consultation with the town water/sewer superintendent, find that the bid of Carmody Ford Incorporated for 2019 Ford F-250 XL Super Cab pickup truck was the lowest bidder and the one that most closely met the bid specifications. Now therefore be it resolved that the bid of Carmody Ford Incorporated for a 2019 Ford F-250 XL Super Cab pickup truck for $32,707.51 is hereby accepted, and the town supervisor and water sewer superintendent are hereby authorized to execute any further documentation necessary to facilitate and or consummate the purchase for a price not to exceed this amount, and it is further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately. And Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Langley?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Is this one in stock?
What's that?
Is it in stock?
No,
Is it going to be white?
yeah,
How much are we spending on our lettering afterwards?
the same as the other.
So it's 4-0, passes. Right back to the next resolution discussion. Number 9, to accept the bid from Riley Ford to lease the code officer's vehicle. Need a motion and a second for discussion.
Make the motion.
Langley,
I'll second.
any discussion on this one?
How long does this one take to come in or do they have it?
It's there, they got it, yeah.
So will we take delivery into 2019 or will we do it early?
Have it in the budget after we pass it tonight, so what do you guys feel? I mean, we have the money.
Yeah, the money in the
We have the
budget
money.
to pay 2 months if we did it now.
Yeah, we have money in the budget to pay.
Yeah, we have the money in the
Yeah.
budget now.
So
Carry over.
do we have to do how do you take care?
There's no-
I'm looking at Pam.
Yeah.
So Pam, to do it early because we're putting it into the 2019 budget?
No,
No?
I'm sorry, the question is?
Well, you know what
The
goes
vehicle,
on.
the vehicle for the lease that we're gonna
Yeah.
purchase through lease. The money is already in the budget,
yes.
but
For 2019, we didn't
No,
have it in for
it's
the
It's
2018.
in
this year's budget.
excess in this year,
Okay.
sorry.
And what's become the old vehicle?
Trading in,
Yes, we're gonna get 4,000
no, 2,500.
or 25, so
Yeah,
I'm,
so-
$4,000 rebate, 2,500.
So I made everybody aware through emails what happened.
Yeah.
The competitive bidding doesn't kick in until, that's just more than 20 grand. And so, the low bidder when we went to the mini bid was a Chevy dealer out in Hazelton Chevrolet, Rochester. And it was significantly more than, so if we're saving nearly $4 grand, $3,800 something. And they're giving us $1,000 more for the Jeep. Then in the vehicle, no gas, better gas mileage, just all that.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, the Ford Escape, I don't need, that's fine.
In all reality, it was lower. Bob did call associations in town to make sure we have a letter for them, just to make sure that this is right. Obviously, it's less money.
Yeah, I
So,
sent, she sent the general municipal law, it's actually,
Yeah.
it's fine.
We got that all covered to make sure. Any more discussion? Resolution.
A resolution approving the town's cabbies LLC lease agreement, authorization for the town supervisor to execute the same, whereas the town board has the lease agreement between the town of Peru and cabbies LLC before it, now therefore be it resolved, said proposed agreement is approved and the supervisor be and hereby is authorized to execute said agreement and be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately. And Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Langley?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Good, 4-0. That one. Discussion tonight. I hope, I think we might have one more, so we got one more after that. We want another business. Okay, so the number 11 is, to schedule a public hearing on the, oh wait, I'm sorry. No, number 10. To approve the 2019 water sewer re-levy list. The re-levy list is in front of every one of us. We have this every year that we have to do. Basically, what it is, it's these people that don't get their water sewer bills in time enough when we require them at the end of the year. That goes to the county, correct me if I'm wrong on this, it goes to the taxes for the county taxes. So once they pay this, it comes back to the town, but this goes on their tax bill of people that didn't. And some people, as you can see, some people wait the whole year to pay them and just have it roll into their taxes. Some people have just missed the deadline. This year it's up to $56,920.70. I've seen higher, I've seen lower. So, but it's something that happens every year. It ain't like They didn't pay their taxes for 3 years, this year goes into their taxes.
This is a normal number of people we're saying.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And we've seen a lot more, we've seen a lot less. You know, it varies every year. I mean, I've seen up to 70,000 4 years ago, 5 years ago it was. So I need a motion and a second to accept this for the resolution.
I'll make it.
Douglas?
I'll second.
Okay. Mel, second. Any more discussion about this? Like I said, it's just a water sewer that people just either missed a deadline, which the deadline is sooner than the normal longer time they have. They have a certain time this has got to get down to the county for tax purposes.
It's the same amount of time as
Is it?
normal. You just said they can't fix.
They can't pay it after to get it off. Like if they would have came the next day, last week, when it was done, they just gotta wait until they get out their taxes to pay it.
And this will all come back to Peru.
Yes.
Alright.
Yep, does every year.
It's an every year thing. There's a lot of people that don't pay. They
Oh yeah, there's
just
some
pay
people on
taxes.
there, as you can
Pay
see, there's a
their
couple,
property taxes.
$2,000-$3,000
They pay their
ones
property
on
taxes,
there.
then we get the money in the water.
There's penalties, right?
Yeah, there's penalties if you don't pay.
10%, isn't it?
Yeah.
10%. And some people go all year,
Okay.
where you see the totals, you know, that's not just one quarter. More discussion? Diane?
Resolution to re-levy unpaid September 2018 water and sewer bills. Whereas the town of Peru has delinquent water and sewer accounts in the amount of $56,920.70 remaining unpaid, including late fees and charges from September 6, 2018 water billings. Now be it resolved that no further payments will be accepted after November 6, 2018, and any and all unpaid water and sewer accounts for the year 2018 to be re-levied under the 2019 town taxes. And be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately. Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Langley?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Yeses on that. Going right along, number 11, resolution discussion to schedule a public hearing on the public interest order for the sewer project. We're looking at November 26th at 6:45, and I believe that's just before our next meeting. It'll be held 15 minutes before to schedule a public hearing. So we need a motion and a second.
Make a motion.
That, Jim Langley.
Second.
Jim Douglas. Any discussion on that one? Diane again.
Resolution to hold public hearing in regard to increase and improvement of facilities of the town of Peru Sewer District Number 1. Whereas section 64(3) of the town law of the state of New York empowers the town board of the town of Peru, Clinton County, New York, the town, to manage, maintain, and control town property and assets as the purposes of the town may require. And whereas the town had, pursuant to town law, created the town of Peru Sewer District Number 1 district, and whereas the town board has directed AES competent engineers licensed in New York to prepare a preliminary map plan and report for the district's sewer system capital improvements project, and whereas to comply with town law 202-B, it is necessary for the town to conduct a public hearing in regard to the increase and improvements of the capital improvement project. Now therefore be it resolved and determined by the town board of the town of Peru that a public hearing in regard to the district's capital improvement project shall be held November 26, 2018 at 6:45 in Peru Town Hall to consider said improvement of facilities of the district and to hear all persons interested in the subject thereof concerning the same. Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Earl?
Yes.
Mr. Lang?
Yes.
Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Or, yeah, passes. Okay, so we'll make sure we mark that 15 minutes for our next meeting. Next one, discussion. talked to Pat the other day. He would like to schedule some kind of workshop in the next month and a half before the end of the year to go over some upgrades and different things. Is there a computer involved too? Pat was saying maybe possible a discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, computer discussion to maybe upgrade. So we'd like to schedule a workshop with us. I tell him November obviously is busy and we're halfway through and we got a lot of stuff going on. What do you guys think? Want to go mid-December? Okay, so let me look at my calendar here. I think if it works for you guys, I go before a meeting if that works for everyone. Or we're not doing 2 meetings back to back or something. You want to go December 10th? Before the meeting? What do you think, Pam? Half an hour, 45 minutes?
He said an hour, but I can't see.
Let's go 45 minutes. I mean, we're here regardless, but that way, let's go 6:15, December 10th. December 10th, and that's all that is a workshop for the IT to go over some upgrades that he would like to discuss with us and possibly a new computer and some other stuff. He even talking about the not the cell tower, but the internet tower possibly at Lappin Mills to get internet for cameras over there. That's another subject that we might talk about. Okay, so need a motion and a second just to have the workshop for December 10th at 6:15 before our regular meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Nell made the motion, Jim made the second. All in favor? Aye. Okay, set that up. Number 13, other business. I get rid of one of mine right off the bat. John sent a request to Pam from the youth committee to transfer the funds from the youth PS program line, which is the kids that get paid throughout the program. They didn't hire as many kids this year as normal. There was a leftover of $3,825. He would like that to be transferred to the Truth program expense line, which it paid for, and correct me if I'm wrong, I heard today, I haven't talked to John, but I heard today it might pay for clay or something that was
Yeah, he ordered
delivered.
clay.
So that's what I heard. So that was a request that John had. And you can move PS lines over to expense lines as long as it's in the same department and it's not used by the end of the year. Obviously, as no more kids going to get paid to the end of the year, so I did call the association in Townsville to make sure that that was okay. Just the transfer, not the kids.
The clay bill's not $3,000 though, right?
I don't know what the clay bill is. I think it's more.
Really?
Yeah, a couple years ago, it was 8,000.
I think it's 4,000 something, I'm not positive.
Yeah, clay is not.
This clay is gonna be put down this fall, it's gonna sit there.
I haven't talked to John, but I would think and assume it's probably
It's there now.
springtime.
It's there now, but it's not put out yet. I mean, it's normal to put that out and let it sit under snow all winter.
Their project, Gordon doesn't do more time.
Last time, he put it down and had a tarp over it. It's over next to the building.
What's that, Rick?
They dropped it off and put a tarp over it.
So it wasn't spread.
Yeah.
I'm thinking springtime. I mean, that would be my guess.
Yeah.
So I need a motion and a second, then we can
I'll
have.
make the motion.
Okay, Jim Lang made the motion.
Second.
Second by Jim Douglas. Or Jim Douglas made the motion. Or no, Jim Lang made the motion. Jim Douglas seconded. Okay, any more
I know it's
discussion?
hard to tell us apart.
Jim.
Yeah, you didn't get the memo to dress the same color.
Okay, any more discussion about it? Yeah, not resolution again.
You're killing me. Resolution
That was the last one.
Resolution authorizing the transfer of town general funds. Whereas in order to meet the financial needs for the management of the general fund accounts, funds from the general fund accounts need to be transferred from the youth programs. PS line item A73100100 to the youth programs expense line item number A73100400. And whereas the outstanding positive balances in the general fund accounts are more than adequate to cover the account in need of a transfer, be it resolved that the town board has authorized the transfer in the total amount of $3,825 to utilize the leftover funds in the personal services lines. And Mr. Douglas, please.
Yes.
And Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
And Mr. Langley.
Yes.
And Mr. McDonald.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Flora.
Okay, Jim Douglas.
Good.
Diane.
The world is wonderful.
Jim.
I'll second the world is wondering.
There we go.
No.
Nothing else, I guess.
Okay. Bob.
I'm good, thank you.
You're good?
No, I'm not going any.
Yeah, that's fine. I usually save you or Mike for last. I think,
We had our inspection of the water system for the department, went very good, they're very happy, a couple recommendations. As soon as I get the report, I'll pass it on to everybody. And Valcor, we do have the new pumps in, new control panel, that's up and running.
Any more on the vacuum truck?
I think they wanna keep it.
Tell them to give a good price on it.
I still paying us for storage.
Yeah, really.
Parts are coming from China.
Last I knew, they had all the parts, they were rebuilding the pump.
Yeah.
We still have to pay for somebody to go down and get it again.
Yeah.
Okay, the bridge culvert, New York grants were released Tuesday afternoon. The grant we put in for telegraph, we did not receive. Which was not a surprise that you go down through the list and see who got what. Clinton County got 3. One, which is good for Peru, is Davern Road. It's a $1.352 million job. The county has closed Davern Road Bridge. I know Randy's already got a complaint. We didn't close it, the county did. I will look at it in the morning.
Sad part is
They
they
started to put signs up today.
Yeah, apparently it sounds like, Randy talked to the
We gotta
lady,
call.
if they just close that the bridge, you can close the Union Road end and River Road end, so people are driving down there. It's not so bad from the River Road end, but there's not much place to turn around when you get down coming from Snell's End. So we'll look at that. If we have to, we'll get some barriers, we'll put them right by, Old Trout Lee Farm, and we'll turn around there. If we get enough snow tomorrow, we'll make a wall with snow, but,
Yeah, a woman called tonight just before our meeting.
One of the
She
things
went
I
all the
wanted
way
to
down to the
mention,
bridge
yeah.
and realized that it was closed. So she was saying that there should be more signage. And that's a county, like I told her. I said, we will look at it. I called Mike right after.
Yeah, I think they put the footers in for the signs, but I don't think they put the actual sign.
No, she said there was none. When she went back, before she called, she said, Brandy, somebody said like you left a message, I don't know her, but she said, especially tomorrow with the snow, have them all the way down to the bridge and then have to figure out how to turn around that snow. She said it's gonna make a mess, so she goes.
and they were probably late because our guys went across it early this afternoon and it was.
She said her husband,
So I think
her husband went
that's what
across at
happened.
2:30 and he went across, she didn't.
Yeah, they put the footers in about 1 o'clock, so they probably didn't
Yeah,
have
see,
the bolted
we went
signs on.
through before that, so. The only other thing with that, the worst part is now with telegraph, we're gonna deal with the Army Corps of Engineers like we did with Parson Road. We probably end up with 2-3 sets of blueprints before he'll set something and he will not give you a hint what he wants. It's frustrating dealing with that. On a good note, our new trailer did come in Monday. We got it inspected and got it registered today, so that's there. And the only other thing, that storm that's coming tomorrow, just hope some people, they just show a little comments because we got 2 new guys. We've taken them around as much as we can without the snow, training them, show them where their runs are, but I'm sure they're gonna miss a road till they get actual windroll snow, know where the turnarounds or what roads they're supposed to be on, so. but-
Check Lowe's, there might be a special on mailbox.
Yeah. Hopefully, that comes with it. I guess they're unqualified, so they hit one. They're doing good. Tyler has been exceptional. Of course, RJ just started, so we're getting him, and not only he's got to learn his, but he's got to learn 6 others in case he gets called in. So, but I'm pretty confident we'll be a pretty good crew right now.
Well, you said you were gonna ride with one, who were you gonna ride with, when we were talking today?
What's
You're
that?
gonna ride with one of the fellas too, if you need to.
RJ.
Yeah, so.
Problem is, if it's 6 to 10, then I gotta go over the pickup. That's gonna be the issue, because we got some roads we gotta do with the pickup, so.
Right,
We'll get it, one way or
That's
another.
right.
So-
So you need to
So
relax.
expect the mailbox calls to start coming in. And
Don't
then-
worry, they get mine filled in.
But it's amazing how many people, it's not our trucks. That last year, I think I got more calls that weren't our town than we did. I mean, I think at least we claimed that we got 4 last year.
I mean, you get one once in a while, you're gonna get it.
Oh, yeah.
But 99% of the time, it's the snow off the wing. Even the pressure treated poles, they rock.
And we do take responsibility if we get it with the wind, if it cleans it off. If it's just the snow, there's not much we can do. We will go out and look at it. I went out and seen 6, 7 last year. Might seem probably a lot more. Anything else, Mike?
Nope.
Well, Guess you're good for another year. I got inspected today, have no problems. $35 I took in, paperwork was in order. So got $1,800 in redemption fees on some of those dogs that went down there. I can't find an idiot to take my job, so I guess I'm stuck for a little while longer.
We don't want you ready to
Well,
do.
maybe it's in how you're presenting it.
Possibility.
Down like a fox, huh, Jim? There you go.
Hey, you have your fun.
Kathy.
Doing a great job. If you would've came down last Saturday with the walking trail opening, you probably could've got about 4 or 5 more.
Get in enough trouble.
Walking trail kids thing, that was a joke.
So what?
Pam.
John from Logix was here today doing training with me for the new payroll system. Looks extremely easy. It's, the 26th, we're going to have a live payroll on Logix instead of KDS. Keep your fingers crossed.
If anyone wants to see him, he'll be back in the morning for a little bit, and then you may have to even stay with the storm because he's from Rochester. So he's up here tonight and he'll be back tomorrow morning. Jim?
Good.
Good?
Other than, there's quite a few shingles on the ground over at the court in the back. I can see tar paper in one spot, so just giving you the heads up.
Wind the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's
Yeah,
pretty
we gotta-
good in the back.
And the thing is, that last budget meeting we had, we put $25,000 extra into the building expense, which we talked about the roof here, over there, and some foundation work here, but wherever it's necessary right off. Courtney's guys are over here, every windstorm doing the same thing with this
Yeah.
one. So it's something we gotta definitely look into. Other than that, we had the ribbon cutting ceremony this past Saturday. It went very well. It would have been a lot more attended if it wasn't for how cold it was and windy. I don't think I've ever been that cold in a long time. But it went really good. We got up on a trail and actually the wind stopped a lot.
It was nice on the trail.
It was awesome. It was a great presentations. Tuesday I went to the school board meeting. They had a presentation for the school board. They had probably, I'd say 80 people showed up for it. It was they did a wonderful job, the kids did. That was at school board Tuesday. Last thing I want to say, Pam, if it wasn't for you with this budget, my first budget, I can't thank you enough for helping me through it. Obviously, you went through a lot of them with Pete, but thank you so much for all your work. I can't thank you enough. To come in with a budget in this town board, to come in with a budget less than 1% our first year together, you did a good job. Thank you guys. Diane, thank you for always being here on my side. For all your work you guys do for the town. Okay. Public comment on agenda items only.
About how many people hadn't paid anybody have a number of
There's
how
a
many?
list. There's a list.
You don't have to count it,
Oh, God.
I'll get it after. If it-
There's, I would say 60, 70.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's the same almost every year.
Okay. What does public interest order on sewer project mean? That's the
That's-
public hearing, what does that mean?
It's what AES wanted, we had to do this. AES required us to do this before we keep moving forward.
It's EFC.
Or, yeah.
Pardon me?
It's EFC that we have to put it out that the board wants to spend money, and if anybody has a problem with it,
EFC means,
Environmental Facilities Court, where we're getting part of our money from.
okay.
You gotta advertise it before and let the public know. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else? That's way too easy, John. Okay.
Well. If you want some.
Encourage him.
Move through this one. Anything else? If not, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting. Adjourn. Douglas. All second. No, second. All in favor? Aye.